It's 10 trivia questions on Major League Baseball for Patreon subscriber KC Khoury. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out the show. Just posted a rare video to YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and all those different social media sites of me just kind of talking about my summer so far, vacation plans and charity fundraising and ads coming to the podcast. That's right. I will be inserting ads into the podcast in the near future to monetize this show. So that is some news. But I can guarantee they won't be too intrusive. It'll be like at the beginning of the show before it starts, and then right in the middle when there's a natural break between questions and answers anyway. Those will be auto-inserted by Libsyn, so be on the lookout for that. I don't think it will derail your fun and entertainment of the podcast, but it will greatly help us making some money off this thing we've been doing for 8 years. So hopefully you are okay with that, and thanks for supporting the show and listening always. Up to about 80,000 downloads a month, and because that number has climbed so much, that was kind of the turn to the ads the second half of 2023 here. So if you have any questions, email me, ryanbuds@gmail.com anytime. Happy to chat with you. Right now, we have an episode on Major League Baseball picked by KC Khoury, and these were written by my brother Scott, who was almost a Major League Baseball player. He played some minor league stuff and still pitches in the 80s, and he's almost 50. But he is a huge baseball fan and player. He plays every weekend in Florida, where you can play every weekend because the weather never gets too cold down there. But we'll dive into that quiz in a second. Before that, we have our categories warm up here. Let's check it out. This is the letter S, and it's pizza toppings, store names, and foreign cities. Pizza toppings, store names, and foreign cities. Listen to me struggle to answer those at the end of the episode, and let's do it. Let's dive right in to this quiz on Major League Baseball. Here we go. All right, the MLB Major League Baseball trivia question number 1. Who is the all-time leader in hits in MLB history? Who is the all-time leader in hits in MLB history? Question number 2, who's the all-time leader in strikeouts in MLB history? Who's the all-time leader in strikeouts in MLB history? Number 3, which baseball legend was known as the Yankee Clipper? Which baseball legend was known as the Yankee Clipper? Question number 4, against what opposing team did Babe Ruth hit his first career home run? Against which opposing team did Babe Ruth hit his first career home run? Number 5, Earl Weaver was ejected from a record 91 games when managing what MLB team? Number 5, Earl Weaver was ejected from a record 91 games when managing what MLB team? Number 6, who threw a no-hitter for the New York Yankees in 1993 despite only having one hand? Number 6, who threw a no-hitter for the New York Yankees in 93 despite only having one hand? Number 7, who is the first reliever elected to the MLB Hall of Fame? Rollie Fingers, Hoyt Wilhelm, Goose Gossage, or Dennis Eckersley? Number 7, who is the first reliever elected to the MLB Hall of Fame? Rollie Fingers, Hoyt Wilhelm, Goose Gossage, or Dennis Eckersley? Number 8, what player holds the record for most hits in a season with 262 in 2004? Number 8, what player holds the record for most hits in a season with 262 in 2004? Number 9, wearing number 19, what player won the American League MVP in 1989 without making the All-Star team? Number 9, wearing number 19, what player won the American League MVP in 1989 without making the All-Star team? Number 10, how many baseballs could Johnny Bench famously hold in one hand? Number 10, how many baseballs could Johnny Bench famously hold in one hand? And your bonus question to close out Major League Baseball trivia. Number 11, Carlton Fisk famously played for both the Boston Red Sox and the Chicago White Sox. What were his jersey numbers for each team? Carlton Fisk played for the Red Sox and White Sox. What were his jersey numbers for each team? Those are all your questions for Major League Baseball. We'll be right back with the answers for KC Khoury and everybody else right after this. We are back with the answers to MLB trivia. Let's see how you did. Number 1, who's the all-time leader in hits for the MLB? That would be Pete Rose. Pete Rose. Number 2, who is the all-time leader in strikeouts? That's Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan. Number 3, who is known as the Yankee Clipper? That's Joe DiMaggio. Joe DiMaggio. Number 4, which opposing team did Babe Ruth hit his first career home run against? The New York Yankees. The Yankees. Number 5, we had Earl Weaver was ejected from a record 91 games when managing the Baltimore Orioles. Number 6, who threw a no-hitter for the Yankees in 93 despite having only one hand? That was Jim Abbott. Jim Abbott. Number 7, who is the first reliever ever elected to the MLB Hall of Fame? Hoyt Wilhelm. Hoyt Wilhelm. Lots of interesting names for the choices there, including someone named Goose. Number 8, what player holds the record for most hits in a season? 262 in 2004. That would be Ichiro Suzuki. Ichiro Suzuki. Number 9, we had, wearing number 19, what player won the American League MVP in 1989 without making the All-Star team? Robin Yount. Robin Yount. Number 10, how many baseballs could Johnny Bench famously hold in one hand? That was 7. 7 baseballs in one hand. Number 11, Carlton Fisk famously played for the Boston Red Sox and the Chicago White Sox. His jersey numbers were 27 on the Red Sox and 72 on the White Sox. Switched it up, reversed them. And there you go. That was MLB trivia. Hope you had a good time playing along with that episode today. If you want to request a topic like KC Khoury gets to do every single month, go to patreon.com/trivia with buds. Patreon.com/trivia with buds. Your fact of the day for today is the Mall of America has 12,250 parking spaces. That's a lot of cars. And your categories game, the letter S, pizza toppings. I'm going to say, I think a lot of people would say sausage. So I'm going to say spinach. Spinach. Store names, how about Saks Fifth Avenue? That's a thing, right? And foreign cities, we'll stick with that sound effect. Saskatoon, I think. Saskatoon? Yeah, I think that's it. City in Canada, in Saskatchewan. So there's my foreign city for you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling a friend, and we'll see you next time for more trivia with Buds. Cheers.